Hello, Knockouts. Tanya TKO here. And I am having a little bit of technical difficulty right now, and I'm not sure why or what's up. The text notification service. Oh, you just sent me my notification. The only difference this time between any other time is that I didn't upload a photo when going live. So we have Sept, Ember, Mahogany, first on the scenes. Were you all already on YouTube or were you close to your phone? All right. Now everybody's getting their text. So this is interesting. I'm learning some new things about the text notification service. We had some Oh my Lord, we had some technical issues over the weekend, so some of you may have gotten your email today because I had to go in and manually add everybody that that signed up over the weekend because they're remember I said that there's a lot of different programs that are connected in order to be able to send out a text to the people who sign up. So the web page has to connect to the payment processor. The payment processor has to connect to the app that connects all of the different services. Then that has to connect to the mailing list, the text notification service, and they all have to communicate with one another. Well, apparently, listen. Listen, apparently, every time one of those things takes place, it is called a task. And each task, apparently, I did not real I the way that I set it up and each task, the task just started spiraling out of control because each part had its own task. So within 1 week, we had done over 800 tasks. And then what happened is, because I had only expected to do about 750 tasks for the month. And so I was like, wait a minute, this can't be right. This can't be right. So I had to work all weekend with programmers to help me figure out how to get everything communicating right. I am beat. I'm tired. It's dreary in New York. I'm just welcome in everybody. If you are on my text notification squad, put up the number 10. I want to see who you are. I'm going to give you a shout out real quick. Forgive my energy. I'm just really kind of like blah. I'm down in the drudgeons today. Welcome in everybody. Welcome. So we're just shooting the breeze today. There's no topic. I wanted to talk about Shock G over the weekend, but I didn't. I was spending time with family and I was just in that zone. So let me see who the text notification squad are. Let's see. All right, we got Terry, Louise, we got Budafly, Tanya, Nubian, Kelly, Deidre, Alexis, Sierra. Yes, I've seen the name Sierra. Constance, yes. LaShandra. Have I seen the name LaShandra? It's going to get to the point where I'm not going to see everybody's name anymore because when there were a few people, now we have about 150 people on the text notification squad. So we got Detroit in the house. So this is the first task today that has been implemented since we had the issue over the weekend. And I'm making a cartoon. I'm making a cartoon, you all. So I also did a voiceover this weekend. And I'll let you all hear my voiceover. I'm working with an artist who is, hey, we got LaShandra, is platinum. Okay. All right. Okay. I already, because look, it's going to get to the point where I like when it was 30 people, I was calling folks out because I was like, nah, I haven't seen your name. But now there's a lot more names coming and all over the world too. So outside of the United States, the UK are the biggest international text squad subscribers. So let me wait, Mother's Day. Because my mother is dead, I don't really pay attention to Mother's Day. It's only when people like you all start saying, "Oh, Mother's Day is coming up," that I realize, "Oh, okay, so it's Mother's Day." All right, so that means that this coming Sunday. Okay. All right. Yes. Listen. Thank you. Thank you. So see, so this is the thing, because so my mother is dead, my grandmother is dead, and all of her female children, all of my grandmother's female children are dead. So I don't have any aunts or anything on my mother's side. On my father's side, they are from Nevis, and so it's just, so. And then I don't know how many, if you know what the Windrush generation is, if you know what the Windrush generation is, put up the number 2. Let me see who knows what Windrush is, because my family took advantage of the Windrush, and they dispersed all over the world, all over the world. And so I have families who are Brummies. Who knows what a Brummie is in here? Okay, so we got some people who know what Windrush is, right? So if you know what a Brummie is, tell the people what a Brummie is. So I have some family who are Brummies, right? And somebody says, I have no idea what that is. Okay, so we got some people who know what the Brummies are. So I guess Brum is the slang for Birmingham, or Birmingham, as they say out in the UK. So, so Stella, hold on, it's going quick. Grew up not far from Brumsey, so people know. People know. Okay, the apples are coming in. Yes. Okay. Look, Christina is. There's white people in Birmingham. I did not realize that. Wow, how interesting. I've only seen like ethnic people. That's so interesting. I did not know that. Wow. Okay. 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 Stella says a Brummie is someone from Birmingham, UK. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, so I don't keep up with Mother's Day since my mother passed away. So thank you all for letting me know. And so I will so Stella is saying, are there? Because you know what? When I went to Birmingham many years ago, when I went, I was just hanging out with my family and going to family's house. And what else did we do? You know what? I didn't really do much because it was raining and dreary. It, like, the way it looks in New York right now is probably a beautiful day in England. So I didn't really go. We didn't go out very much. So Louise is saying, "Oh, okay, not Birmingham, Alabama." Yeah, you know what? What happened is a lot of British people came over here to the United States and named all of these places New Jersey, New York, and all of this other stuff, the New England, and all of these names are over there in the UK. Nina is saying, I have so many thoughts on this. I hope Tanya covers it. What is it that we're talking about? What are we talking about? Erica is saying, sorry to hear about your mom. Oh, no, it's quite all right. My mother died when I was a teenager. And if she had not died, you wouldn't be writing this comment on YouTube talking to me today. If my mother had not died, I probably right now would be, what would I be? You know what? When my mother died, I switched my major from psychology over to RTF, which is radio, television, film. And I started pursuing a career in the arts. Not only that, with my background in psychology um, and radio, television, film, this is how I ended up here today, wanting to help people who did not have matriarchal guidance. And this is how we got here. So if she had not died, I would be a completely different person and you would not be speaking to me today. So, wait, did you see the footage of the principal paddling a child with a mom recording? Paddling? Oh my Lord, what in the world? No, you all need to send me stories. I do not look for stories. The only stories I cover are the ones that you all send. So when people are like, Tanya, why are you talking about this? I'm like, well, people asked me to talk about it. So you all have to submit the topics. You just go to tanyatko.com and click on, what do you click on? You click on contact. I'm out of it today. I just came out to shoot the breeze with you all. I'll add the apples to the screen in a moment. I'm just feeling off today. I'm just feeling off. I will, however, play my whatchamacallit for you all real quick. Let me plug this in. I'll play the voiceover for the commercial. I want you all to tell me what you think about it. They're going to add music and all that other stuff and the cartoon on top of it. And so here. Oh my goodness. Universal says, I sent you some. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I will look it up. I will look at it. Okay. Nina sent the link. Okay. Topic. Wait, it went by quick. I'm in love with a famous man and he has a GF. How do I make him love me? Well, if you get his sock and a potato, right? And you take the potato and slice it into thin slices, put it in his sock, shake it up, then take the potato, fry it in a deep fryer. You will have toe jam tasting potato, and you can eat that as you cry about the unrequited love. This is what you can do: toe jam tasting potatoes, and then you can. That's the. I hope none of you was taking notes. I hope you was not taking notes. I hope you was not taking notes, because how do you make someone love you? You know, I'm going to be very honest with you, my dear. Either a person loves you or they don't. It's like people, the science of attraction and what makes a person feel for another person is so intricate. And if this person has chosen to be with another woman, you know, what you're doing is an act of self-abuse. You're abusing yourself. I don't know if you want to call in. Oh my goodness, we got the scammers who have come in. Let me get the scammer out of here. Facebook is just Facebook is, oh my goodness, we have a few of them. Oh, I got them. Okay. It's raining all around the world today. Oh Lord, you all are attacking this young lady. Don't attack her. I mean, we listen. How many of us, it's like you got to learn somehow. You got to learn somehow. You know what I mean? You got to learn. It takes going through the pain. Take your toe jam tasting potatoes, cry into the night, and then come back stronger. It's as simple as that. Come back stronger. Here, I'm going to let you all hear my commercial if you're ready. Okay. Here we go. No sound? Oh my goodness. I wonder why there's no text, no sound. Ugh, this thing is playing itself. All right. I'm mad there's no sound. I don't know how to make it have sound. Let's try again. Let's try again. We're going to try again. We're going to try again. I clicked on to have sound, but I don't think it can. It's not, I don't think it's going to play the sound for us. Somebody says we can hear now. Can you hear me? Or were you not able to hear the thing? Okay. No sound. Okay, how do I get it to have sound? You know what I can do? I can play it from my browser. It'll play the browser page with sound. Let me pull that. Let me open. Give me just one moment and you can tell me what you think about it. Okay, give me 1 second. How are you all out there doing besides the young lady with the unrequited love? That's real sad. Real sad. But you know, it's like we all got to learn. We all got to learn. You know what I'm saying? We got to learn somehow. Okay. All right. So I'm going to play this from the browser. Give me one moment. Let me open this up. You know, I don't know why we get older and we act like we never been there before. You know, some people like men who are unavailable because they're workaholics. Some women like men who are unavailable because they're with another woman. But most likely you saw that someplace else in your life. You know what? I'll probably turn on the phone line so that we can talk on the phone for a little bit. Hey, Kelly Nicole, it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Kelly Nicole. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kelly Nicole. Happy birthday to you. Boom, boom, boom. Give you your punches. How many punches will we be giving you today? Are you still going to be living after the punches? Or will those punches take you out? You know, because some of these, you know, black don't crack, so you be up there punching forever. You just have to be like, listen, each one of these punches is 10. All right, let me see if I can get this window up here for you all. And then we'll read some of the apples, and then we shall go from there. All right. Let me make sure that you all are able to see. Okay, perfect. Let me play it. Here we go. Let me know if you can hear it. Tired of missing Tanya TKO's live videos. Tanya TKO's live videos. Oh my goodness. Arriving late. I'm trying to get it to. Lordy. What is going on here? Okay, let's see. All right, let's. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get to the page. I'm out of it today. Let me. Here we go. You should be able to hear it now. I'm going to play it. Are you tired of missing Tanya TKO's live videos? Arriving late when the video is well underway or about to end? Are you fatigued of only seeing the live video randomly while perusing YouTube and Facebook? Or worse, being randomly unsubscribed? Well, now you can get a text notification whenever I go live. No longer are we dependent on the algorithm of these fickle platforms. For just $1.99 a month, US and Canada, or $4.99 a month international, you get a personalized text message 15 minutes before each live show. Now you can show up early with the Text Squad, meet other people from all over the world, and get invited to secret broadcasts off platform. Most importantly, support your favorite independent creator. Go to TanyaTKO.com and click on text. Join the TKO Text Squad today. For just $1.99 a month, US and Canada, or $22 a year if you pay in advance, $4.99 a month international $50 a year if you pay in advance. You'll never again be tardy to the party. I'll see you on the next broadcast. TanyaTKO.com/text. All right. So that is it right there. What are your thoughts so far? They're going to add music and all this other stuff to it. And so I'm excited about that. I'm anxiously awaiting what the first draft is going to look like. I'm a little bit, I don't know, because sometimes people, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I hope he does a good job. All right. So let's take a look at the first text. All right. So we have, let me just get this off the screen. All right. So Kelly says, love the promo for the commercial. Thank you. Ice says that was real smooth. Thank you. I had to pull out my recording equipment, the equipment I used when I was podcasting, in order to get some real good, clear sound. All right, let's see. I'm going to share my screen with you all. All right. So we have Kenneth, who sends $25 and says, missing you today, was watching your old videos. So is that what you all do? When I don't make a video, you go to the old videos. And Sherelle sends $10 and says, love you, Tanya. Watch you all the time. Thank you, Sherelle. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you both very much for the apples. Thank you. Send my hearts through. All right. So thank you. I appreciate it. All right. So I'm going to open up the phone lines and so that we could talk for a little bit, and then I'm going to jump out of here after we talk for a little bit. I'm going to get the phone lines up in a moment. Let me see. I need to unprivatize some of my old videos, because after I came out of the displacement, I took most of my videos and put them on private, because I was just I just was, I don't know, I was going through some stuff. And I really needed to concentrate and get out of the displacement. Give me 1 second. What am I supposed to be doing right now? I'm supposed to be phone lines. Give me 1 second. So I hope you all are well out there. The phone number is going to be 323-488-3149. And we're just shooting the breeze today. So anybody who wants to call in and just talk about nothing really or anything, it's up to you. It's simple. TKO. Here we go. Sign in. And let's go to settings. Let's see, settings. Then we share. Make sure audio is on. And here. All right. Then we, says my internet is acting funny. All right, phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. If you are by phone and able to call, by all means, it's open. Let's see. I'm not even going to do it. All right. So, nobody wants to call? Hey, that's that. I'll leave it up for a minute until somebody decides to call. If not, then we'll just be shooting the breeze. I'm going to close up some of these tabs because my whole window is cluttered. How have you all been doing out there? How was your weekend? How are things going in your life? I updated my website for the first time in like 2 years and added my blondie look, because I was not rocking the blondie before 2 years ago. So I think it was about 2019. I think 2019. Yeah, 2019. It's like these years are going so fast. It seems like just yesterday I was in Nigeria. But It is just going quick. Alexis says things are good here in Orlando. Oh, somebody's calling. Oops. Sorry, hold on. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hi, you're on the air
Hi.
live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, Tanya. This is Tree.
Tree.
Oh my gosh. Wow, I love your show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're really great. And yes, thank you. So this is unrequited.
Oh, you're the young lady who was talking about this unrequited love with some famous person?
Yes, it's me.
How did this happen to you?
Well, I did like an actual person in my real life, and I felt that, guess, spiritually or from God, that he wasn't really the right one, and that was kind of heartbreaking since I was
Mm-hmm.
kind of feeling like he was. So then I just noticed this famous person and was intrigued. And then from then, and I've never been like, a fangirl or like obsessed with any,
Have you met this
um,
person?
no. But just when I found out about them and I did my research, I just felt like the personality really matched mine. And I just, I don't know. I've had dreams about the person, and I have even prayed about it, and I didn't feel like the answer was no. So I only feel bad, I guess, because this person has a girlfriend.
Listen, no, I feel you. I have the feeling that Drake and I have something going on, and I've never met Drake, and I don't know Drake, and Drake is not even my type. So I feel you. I feel you.
So what are you gonna do about it? Not pursue it? I mean, I
You
feel
know
like
what? If it's meant to
you
be, the
should.
universe will bring us into contact with one another. But I'm telling you, Drake is not my type. He's not my type. So I don't know what's going. It's like when I hear his music, I'm like, I feel like I know him. I know. I feel. Listen. Listen. I feel you. I feel you. However, you know, what are you going to do, Tree? What you gonna do? Don't try to drag me into
um,
your crazy world. Talk about we should pursue this.
oh well, me, I'm going to level myself up, as some people have suggested, to be a person which I think would be appealing to this person also, because I need to bring my value to the table as well. And then I I believe in God, so I'm going to pray and hope that I have a meeting with this person. And if we ever meet, I hope that we will have a mutual, I don't know, like of one another. And I hope he doesn't have a girlfriend at that point. That's my only
All
plan.
right. So you said that you're going to level yourself up. What's wrong with the way you look right now?
Me? Oh, I'm not a person who like wears makeup and, you know, on a daily basis and things
So how
like
do you
that.
know
So
he
I
likes
guess,
women who wears makeup?
well, I mean, his previous women are fairly plain, but
Right.
I'm
Well,
not going to
maybe.
overdo it. I just want to look my best.
Okay. I see. So your best is not without all the makeup.
Well, it might be. I don't know what he likes, so
You are you going to
I'm
tell us
gonna.
who he is?
Well, I'm afraid everyone will love him then. If you girls don't steal my man.
Well, do you want to tell me privately? Okay, you know what?
Yes.
Send me a text message right now privately so I can start looking him up. Send me the
How do I
message.
send a text
Just send
message?
it to the same number. This is only for her. This is not for everybody because I don't read text messages on here typically. But since I have requested, I will go to the area for the text message. So send it now. Let me see.
Okay. Let me see if I can do this. Um, and I'm not that great at technology actually. So
And you technologically disadvanced?
maybe, which is it doesn't make me a good match for him, but
Is he technologically advanced or something?
yeah, yes, he is. He's very advanced,
Okay, I'm looking
unfortunately.
for the thing. I don't
I'll
see
just,
it.
I'll
You
just,
know how to send a text, right?
not while I'm on the phone.
You don't know how to send it. Hang up then, and I'll call you right back. Hang up, send a text, and I'll call
Okay.
you right. Oh, you know what? Let me.
I'll just
You
I'll
know.
just tell you.
No, 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 no. I don't want you to say it live on air. Let me.
Okay.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna remove your audio from the thing. Let me see. How do I remove this? How do I remove this? I'm trying to. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how do I remove your audio. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me. Let me ask the audience. Can you all hear her? Put up a 0 if you cannot hear her. Talk right now. Tree, let's see if they can hear you. Just say testing. Okay. All right, so they cannot hear you. All right, so tell me the name. You know something. I'm bringing your audio back. I'm bringing your audio back.
Yeah.
All right, you are back live on air.
Thank you. And it's not because of his money. Even if I think, because I have an okay job, so I feel like I've come to terms with if he's really old, because he's a few years older than I am. If I don't get the chance until he's like 60 or 70, and we finally meet then, and
He
maybe
is
he's
not he
probably
is not looking too good right now. So you wait till he's 60, he's gonna be dust and powder. What you talking about?
he's not that handsome anymore either, but I felt a connection and his personality really appealed to me, and I'm also very I admire his accomplishments as well.
Okay.
So I know it sounds crazy, but it's
No, listen, I hear
I'm
you.
holding
It's
the hope.
it's not that difficult. If it's meant to be, it shall be. And you know what the crazy part is? I had like a dream once, right? Where I was speaking with someone on a show on the phone about this person. I had a dream. So this is like when you said that, this was like deja vu really quickly. So and it never made sense until this moment. So maybe it is meant to be. I'm telling you because I'm having deja vu about this very moment. Maybe, maybe. So what are you gonna do? How are you gonna meet this person?
Um, Maybe I'm gonna write a comic book and he's gonna read it, or maybe I'll
What
uh
about just
try
going
to.
into the damn circles that the man frequents? What you got to do all of this for? You don't listen. You don't need to worry about the makeup because from what I've seen, the way this man look, you just go how you are. Put on you just go put on some nerd girl shirts or something. I don't know.
Okay, yes, I will do that. Thank
Do
you
you
for the
know? Do
advice.
you know where he frequents?
I know what state he might frequent and maybe what
You can't just show up
city.
at the airport in the city talking walking around. You have to know where the man frequents. Are you on
I
his
don't know. Yeah.
Twitter? Are you look would you not listen? I had a crush on a public person once. I got a PhD in this person. And
Mm,
I was able to meet this person.
really? Okay.
Yes. Yes,
Can you
because
share more on how to get a PhD in a person who's famous?
you need to find I don't want to encourage you if you're going to do something crazy. Listen, the
No,
information
I'm
I'm
not
about to
crazy.
give is I have hold no liability. Whatever you do, you are doing because you choose to. This show is for entertainment purposes only, okay?
Yes. Okay. Amen. Will do.
So I just found out, listen, people have patterns. People have patterns, right?
Yes. Yes.
People are creatures of habit. You
Mm,
all you got to do is get on their Twitter, get on because
mm-hmm.
if there is a person that if you like a public person, they're going to be someplace in public doing public stuff. Just go to one of the events that the public person has. They're going to announce it on Twitter. It's going to be on their event calendar. You can contact their publicist. You can say that you want to interview them. There's lots of different ways that you can do. You can go about. Say you're a student writing an article, or maybe you don't want to lie. Just write an article then.
Okay. I'll write a real article. Yeah, I don't want to lie. I want it to be real. But
Mhm,
these are
mhm.
great ideas. Thank you so much. And thank you for not totally not believing in my hope. So I appreciate that.
Listen, if you feel that you have this feeling, there's a reason why you feel the feeling. I don't know if you two will be together or whether or not this is a test or practice or whatever the case may be, right? Or it's something that's coming up inside of you with ideas that you need to challenge about yourself or whatnot. I don't know why this is coming up in your life, right? I don't know
Yeah.
why I feel like
Yeah.
I know Drake and I've never met him. And when I
Yeah.
play his music, I feel like he's a cool friend of mine, right? I feel like he's a cool friend of mine. Like, I feel like I can just, like, sometimes I want to text him and I'm like, oh, like I hear his music. And I'm like, oh, I want to text him about a particular song. But then I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't have Drake's number.
But maybe you should have Drake's number. Like maybe you have something to give him that could help him be a better person even, right?
He got to want to do what he needs to do for his own life. He got to do what he needs to do for his own life.
Okay.
I'm not here to try to
Okay.
force nobody to be or do anything. So I say, you need to be on this person's Twitter. You need to go to their website. You need to check their calendar. You need to see where they're going to be. Go there. Go to a few different places that this person is going to be at. Make sure that you write them DMs and stuff like that because people do sometimes see their DMs. And when I met the person who I met knew exactly who I was when I bumped into them, right? However,
Mm.
it was not meant to be because he knew who I was. He knew my name. Like when I walked in, because he was like at a book signing, and when I walked in, he knew exactly who I was. He was like kind of he was like kind of stunned, like, where do I know this? And he was like, oh, and then he was like on stage. He knew exactly who I was, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say with with this particular person, it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to congeal because he had seen me. He knew who I was. He knows who I am now, and he didn't make any effort. So the only thing that I can tell you is to put your foot forward and do what you need to do. Be in
Yeah.
a space that he's in and see whether or not there's a spark. That's all you can really do. Go to a space that he's going to be and see if there's a spark. You know?
Okay.
What
Okay.
have you done to try to reach out to him?
I did join Twitter and I was going to try to send a message, but it wouldn't let me send a
Why?
message. I don't know, it just because I think it's a public person.
Oh, because the person has to be following you back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So yeah,
so the Twitter is really just to kind of get a sense for, but you see, with a person that large, they may not even be the ones doing their own Twitter. You know what I'm saying? They
yeah,
may not be, uh,
true.
there may be somebody else handling their Twitter.
Okay.
Birdhouse
Well,
is talking about Drake and how I talk too much for a person like Drake. I am not romantically interested in Drake. I'm not sexually attracted to him. I just feel like we're friends. It's as simple as that.
yeah.
So
Well,
don't hate
maybe
the
he'll see this.
player. Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Amen. Amen. Right.
So yeah, so do your thing, Tree. Do your thing and let me know how it turns out. Let me know if you're gonna be
Will
having
do.
some little billionaire babies.
If I do, I definitely will contact you.
Okay. I want more
All
than a
right. Thank
contact. I want
you.
to be flown out to the island
Oh,
that
don't
you all are
worry.
getting married on. Okay, wonderful,
You
wonderful,
will be there.
wonderful. Have you been to his
Thank
website
you.
to check his calendar?
I didn't want to be stalkerish, but I will be now.
How are you going to meet a person and you're not putting forth the effort to find out where they're going to be at to meet them?
Well, I was just hoping it would happen through divine connection somehow.
Okay, then.
Because if I'm a stalker, then that's just crazy. If it's a divine connection that should be something that's part of my life, well, then that's different.
Hey, you know
You
what?
know.
It can happen many different ways. Maybe then. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm gonna check out the calendar though, just
Uh,
to be sure.
all right then. And all I'm saying is be where the person is going to be because he has to also recognize that you and him have a kismet connection. So if he sees you and there's no soul recognition on his part as well, then you have to make your decision about which direction you're going to go in after that. Okay.
Yep, that's good advice. Thank
All
you so
right
much,
then.
Tanya. I appreciate it.
All right.
You're the best.
You
Love your
too.
show.
Bye. Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you. All right. So, all right. So who's next up to entertain us with their phone call? I want to see who else is up next. Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, I feel like Drake and I are friends. Sometimes when I hear his music, I want to text him about a lyric, but then I snap back into present reality and I don't have his number. But I am sure that Drake and I will be in touch before this is all done. Steve says, please stop encouraging her. Why don't you be quiet, Steve? If I was telling her to pay attention to you and look you up and send you a message, then you wouldn't be telling me to stop encouraging her. You'd be like, oh, yeah. You'd be like, encourage her, baby. Encourage her. So stop it. Sit down. Sit down. Let me put the phone number down at the bottom. Here it is. There's the phone number, 323-488-3149. Hating on that girl and her love. See, Peach says that call was actually nice because I get it. See, sometimes we feel things for people. The person who I had an intellectual crush on, the person that I got my PhD in. And I did get a chance to meet him, and it was a nice meeting. It was a nice meeting. But I did what I needed to do to meet him because I didn't want to, I needed to know. I needed to know if he would feel the same thing. And when I met him, he did not feel the same thing. Pretty as I am, this is what I'm saying because I know how lovely I am. So if there's a person who's not interested in all of this loveliness, they're not the right person for me. It's as simple as that. So they just have to go back to where it is that Mojo is like, yes, Tanya, he'll be rubbing his hands together, salivating. Exactly. You know how they do. We got an apple that has come in from Elise. She sends $2 and says, because it's dreary. Thank you, sweetie pie. I appreciate that. It is dreary. Thank you. And we got David Tookus in the house talking about, oh, Lord. Exactly. Beezy says, there's an athlete I really want to talk to, and he's not one of the popular ones. How should I pursue him? What should the IG message say? So listen, I'm going to just tell you, IG message is not going to be enough. You are going to have to get yourself in his purview. You're going to have to get in his line of sight. So if he tweets, you need to pay attention to his Twitter. One of the things that you need to do is you need to see if he has a publicist or a manager. If he has a publicist or a manager, his publicist or manager are going to be organizing events for him to do and be at. So you just need to have yourself aligned with where it is that he's going to be. I'm surprised that some of you don't know this. This is how I've met many a people. I have met many and rubbed many a elbow because I don't have no shame. Me rootless. You're on the air with Tanya. What's your name?
My name is Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. You're on the air. So I hear the echo in the background. Just make sure your TVs and stuff are turned down if I'm on them. Chocolate says athletes are usually very promiscuous. It depends on the person. Let me tell you, money and fame only amplifies what's already inside. So there are, listen, you all don't know. You just have to get the right person. The thing is that the people that you see or the people that you hear about are the ones who are out there doing all this, that, and the other. I had an acquaintanceship. I had a short relationship with a guy who ended up in the Super Bowl the year after we kind of lost touch. And he was the sweetest, oh my gosh, the sweetest guy. don't let these bums tell you that men with money are violent or this or that. I've never met anyone more violent than a broke man. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I've never met anyone more vicious than a man who didn't have money. So that's just me. So anyway, my dear, you're on the air live. What's your name?
My name is Cheryl.
All right, Cheryl, go ahead. What's your comment this evening?
Well, one thing I love watching your show. I watch
Thank
it
you.
faithfully every day.
Oh, wonderful.
And I love how you talk about the different subjects and break it down, which gives me more understanding about the videos that you present to us. That's one.
Thank you.
Two, all right, thank you so much. And number two, I have a question. I'll be 60 in August.
Okay.
And my biggest problem, my husband died 7 years ago. So now I'm back in the dating world, and I have no clue on how to date after being with someone for 22 years.
Oh, child, it's a mess out here, honey. You would need to go get yourself a matchmaker or something because it's a mess in these streets. You need to find somebody. It's like you ever been to you? I heard you say talk. So you from New York?
No, I'm from Washington, D.C.
They say talk in Washington, D.C. Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Well, because I was going to name a discount store in New York. So I'm sure you've been to discount stores before, right?
Yes.
All right. And in the discount stores, you know how you have to dig down into the racks, and you know how they got that circular thing with all of the clothes on and it's all bunched up, and you got to like push your hand in and wedge the clothes apart and push and take and see. And it's like that out here. You gotta dig through a lot of old torn up rags and you might find you might find a gem. You know how it is. You know how it is. You know how it is. It's like you you be looking and looking and you'll feel discouraged, but in the middle of the rack on a place where nobody else is seeing or was just put back there, there's a thing that's made just right for you. It's kind of like that. You're gonna have to date a lot, and you're gonna have to realize that it's a different ball game out here than it was 20 years ago, because internet has created an accessibility of different options from home. And there are some people who, depending on where it is that they are in their life, where they, um, how do I put this? So they have all of these options, and they are the ones who are putting things back on the shelf because they're like, oh, I can get better. I can get better. I can get better. And then by the time they realize that they need to settle down, their hair is lost, their penis doesn't become fully erect, their balls hang down low, they got the bulbous nipples and the pudgy bellies, and you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then it's just a mess. So
and the ones that I try to date that's my age, they look all broke down and moan and groan.
Yeah.
And then those younger ones are trying to find themselves again because, the ones in their 50s, they're trying to be like they're 20 again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're not growing up. And I'm like, what men do we have out here to choose from?
Girl, you listen, you go find a matchmaker that specializes in matching older people, because you need to get a man when he's ready, honestly. You need to get a man when he's ready. Go speak with a matchmaker. I'm very serious about that. Write me privately, and if you have the money to invest in a matchmaker, I'll connect you with one who works with older women, because that's another thing in the matchmaking game. You have to find people who work with your demographic.
Right, because Washington, D.C., I was living in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, horror. Horror with the men there.
What type of man are you looking for, babe?
I'm looking for a man that's mature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that picky. I'm picky to a certain degree, but not that picky. I want a man that's mature. I want a man that's willing to work and try to strive for some goals. Like okay, we're getting older. It's time to try to strive for a house or
Yeah.
some place where you can settle down and retire. I'm not looking for one that's still out here buying cars and guns and all this other stuff, and you haven't got your credit and your other things in order.
Hold on.
Because my credit,
You talking, wait, hold on. You saying 60-year-old men out there got bad credit and don't own homes?
yes,
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I met a gentleman. He drove up to me. We went out on dates, had a wonderful time, dated for about, I say, 3 or 4 months. And then he finally invited me to his home, and it was a
Wait, when you say a shack, what do you mean?
shack, a house that doesn't belong to him, was not in great order, in great condition.
It had wooden
And
walls and wooden floors?
it had a house. It was outside the house looked great, looked okay, but when you got into it inside, it was a shack
But he didn't
type
own it?
atmosphere. He didn't own it. He don't pay
And
no
there
rent.
was nothing about the condition of his car that gave you an indication that the man was living in a shanty?
Oh no. The car was clean, pristine,
Really?
top of
Interesting.
the line. But the problem is his idea of life is buying high price stuff,
Oh.
buying, as they say, toys, but not going towards goals.
Where did you meet him? He just drove up to you on the streets?
No. I
Oh.
don't do that.
I thought you
Someone
said he
told
drove
me,
up to you. Oh, sorry.
well, that's where I met him. I finally met him, but I talked with him online.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I
okay.
didn't tell you
Oh,
that part. I
okay.
met him online, and he sounded very nice. We talked for a while because, I was told don't meet a person out in, meet him somewhere out in the open. So I met him in the park. And when he drove up, he had a nice vehicle. He was very nice. He had all, opened the door for you, took me out to a nice restaurant, took me out to eat, took me
When you say
bowling, took me
nice
to the movies.
restaurant, hold on, nice restaurant, what are we talking about in terms of nice restaurant? They had white
Olive
tablecloth.
Garden,
Oh,
some of the ones downtown in Charlotte, North Carolina, that was high class, where like you said, with the white tablecloth.
so hold
Different things like,
on. I'm sorry. You said Olive Garden at first. So there's a big
he
difference
took me to
between.
Olive Garden first. After the first couple of times we went to the restaurants downtown.
Okay.
Then he took me to Olive Garden because I wanted, that was on me. I wanted something from Olive Garden because I'm an Olive Garden person. I love Olive Garden food.
Oh, okay.
So I asked him, could he take me to Olive Garden? But the other 2 times he took me to the high-end restaurants
Okay,
in
gotcha.
downtown Charlotte.
Mm.
So I'm thinking, okay, this man has his things in order. I have my things in order. So, there might be something there.
So when you were
Someone
with him, what were the
my age,
conversations about? You went on multiple dates. Was this one night or
like, so I could save up enough money
I'm
to
sorry,
purchase
baby.
a house.
The phone went out, so I didn't hear you. So how many dates did you all go on?
We went on, I'd say about,
I'm sorry. You know what? My internet is cutting out. The internet is hating on you. Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay,
me
yeah, we're
now?
back. So how many dates did you all go on?
We went on about 4 or 5 dates.
Okay, so you went on 4 or 5 dates. Name some of the other restaurants that he took you to. I want to look them up online.
Oh man, I can't even think of them. They were in downtown Charlotte, offering, oh, what is it? It's right down there where the Black Matters sign is. Black
I don't
Matters.
know. I'm not from Charlotte, so
I
I don't
know.
know.
I'm trying to think of
Okay.
it. I think it's North Tryon, or it's off of North
That's fine.
Tryon.
That's fine. So you don't remember the name. That's fine.
Right, because it's been a few years ago. I mean, a couple of years ago. So I stopped talking
okay,
to him.
okay. So you went to his house. What was the intention when you went to his house? Were you ready to get down, girl? Go on, get down.
No, I wasn't going to get down, girl, get down. Not yet. He was stopping there to pick up something because I was going to visit his family. I was going to see his family for the first time. So he
Oh, you
stopped
were ready to
there.
meet the family after 4 dates?
Yeah.
Wow, they be moving quick. How old is he?
He's, believe it or not, my birthday is August the 24th. His was August the 30th.
So you all were the same age. So he was 58.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I finally met someone my age. He sounds very intelligent. He sounds like he got himself together. You know, our conversations was laughter and jokes and have fun. And he's like a lot of the same movies, a lot of the same things I like. So I'm like, I finally met somebody that wasn't talking cray-cray.
Yeah.
But when I got to the house, I said, okay, look, I got to use the bathroom. Do you mind me using your bathroom? My thing is, when you meet a man and you go to their house, I always look for the house and the bathroom. If the bathroom is nasty, you're nasty.
What happened to the bathroom, child?
Oh, my God.
What?
Let's not talk about it.
No, you need to tell us. What happened in the bathroom?
The bathroom had spider webs. The toilet looked like it hadn't been cleaned in a while. I had to hike and pray to God nothing wouldn't attack me.
Attack your nanny?
Yeah, the house was, okay, you know, we women, we're very private down there.
Right.
We don't want nothing that might cause us to have anything we don't need down.
Right. So you thought someone was going to jump off the toilet and bite you in your vagina? My goodness.
No, I didn't think of that, but it was not clean enough for me to sit down a bit close enough to it. Like you would a public bathroom.
Oh.
And the house was hoarders.
He was hoarding? What type of stuff was he hoarding?
You name it, it was there.
No, was he hoarding books? Was he hoarding clothes, electronics? What was he hoarding?
Everything you can name
was there. A path for you to walk through? Was it organized hoard or was it just piles of junk?
Just piles of junk, and you can walk through. They had enough space to walk through, but it's just everything was everywhere. There was nothing cleaned up.
I need to understand how high these piles were. Was it knee high, head high, waist high, or just some stuff thrown on the floor
above your head? It was just like one side of the wall had stuff high. The bedroom, I passed by his bedroom and his door was open. He had a path just to get to the one side of the bed. There was no room on the other side of the door because he had clothes piled up there.
Oh, wow. Okay. And then what happened?
So I came out, and about this time, he was like where he lived there was about almost 2 hours away from where I was from Charlotte, towards the East Coast.
Okay.
So I went to visit his family. Very nice family, very down to earth family, loving family. House, the mama's house, immaculate. Uncle's house, immaculate. I'm like, what happened to you?
What type of conversation did you all have about the state of his home and his mental health?
Oh, he told me, oh, no, that's because I had met a lady and she stayed here and she decided she wanted to leave and she left a lot of her stuff and she just threw it any kind of place everywhere and that's her stuff. I'm like, you must think I'm cuckoo for cray. I'm cuckoo for cray. I'm looking at this stuff. This is manly stuff, not woman stuff.
Wait, so he's saying that the woman left manly things there?
Exactly. And so I said,
goodness.
enough is enough. It's time for me to dump you.
How long did it take before you went to his house, before you dumped him?
Oh, I dumped him right after I saw the house and we left his mom and he dropped me off at my house. I just want to get from where I was from point A to point B back to my home safely.
Got you. I got you. You smart. Because that ain't the time to start
nitpicking. And I made sure I had enough money.
Mm-hmm.
And I still made sure I had enough money in case I needed to get home.
Got you.
And I dumped him. So he's been trying to contact me through Facebook, trying to get back with me.
For 2 years?
I don't want to have no part with you, brother.
All right. So you met him online. When you all were talking about the future and saving and home, how do you know he didn't own his home?
Because when I went to his mother's house, that was his cousin's house, and they was talking to him about what do he plan on doing. Do he plan on buying a house from his cousin? Because he's not paying rent. All he was paying the utilities, and his cousin been paying the taxes and stuff on the house. That was a red sign right there for me. The cousin is paying for the house, the taxes on the property, and you're not giving her nothing towards it. That lets me know that you don't pay bills.
Okay. So the cousin was female. Okay.
And she lives in New York. So she was paying the taxes on the house.
I see. So, all right.
So me as a woman,
So I want to,
from my mother,
I want to know what the conversations were like when you all were talking and having conversations about the future and saving and all that other stuff before you saw his house. What were some of the conversations like?
oh, he said he has a, because he used to be military. He said, I have a GI Bill. I plan on using my GI Bill to go back to school and do this. I got I got money saved up that I want to continue to save to purchase a home. And
Lord.
I'm making sure my credit stays straight. And I'm finding out your credit is jacked.
How'd
Your
you find
credit
out
is no
his credit
higher.
was jacked?
Oh, I did some investigation
What
through the
investigation
family
did,
talking.
through the family. So question. What did he do for a living? Did he have money saved? And since he wasn't
No,
paying nothing, what did he do for a living?
he was a truck driver.
Truck
That was a
drivers
lie,
make good
another lie.
money. Wait, what?
Not him. Not when you're a fly-by worker.
Oh.
Oh, you getting on my nerve. I'm going to tell you, I work for you, but I'm going to tell you what I am and not going to do. So now I don't have a job. So now I'm going to another company
Oh,
and try to do
okay.
the same thing. So
All
I don't
right.
work with fly-by workers.
All right. So, all right. So what else? Well, how has the other dating been?
It's been terrible. They
Why
either
has
have
it
bad
been
credit.
terrible?
They either have bad credit
Mm-hmm.
or either they're possessive. A woman's place is in the kitchen and the bedroom.
Mm.
You don't have rights to speak back to a man.
Well, let me ask you a
Um,
question. After your husband passed away, what type of therapy did you get or do to work on yourself internally?
I went to grief counseling. I went for grief counseling through my job for 2 years.
Okay, so you went through grief counseling for 2 years. Um, did you work on any internal issues that may be present?
Yes, I did, and it helped me a lot. It really
Okay,
did.
okay.
I would tell any of your listeners to do that. The one thing that helped me the most, the grief counselor told me that you're going to have that one day that you're going to grieve harder than you ever grieved before.
Mm-hmm.
You'll fight through it, but then there's going to be that day that you're going to have a breakdown. It's going to feel like a nervous breakdown, but that helps you to get all your feelings out of the guilt. You feel like maybe I should have done something. He would still be alive. Why did he die?
Yeah.
All those guilt that you feel, you eventually going to have that day where it's just going to hit you so hard that you feel like you're hyperventilating or you're having a heart attack. And I looked at that lady like, no, I won't. But it happened, and it helped me to move forward, where now I feel good about myself. I want to do things again in life. I want to date. I want to go out and travel. I wanted everything I wanted to do that I wasn't doing in those 2 years that I was.
Got you. All right. So, who do you know in your life? Who's the first possessive man that you've ever come into contact with? Father, uncle, boyfriend?
Boyfriend, husband.
So your husband was possessive as well?
No, not this one. The first one.
Oh,
I
okay,
had
the
this my
first
second
husband.
marriage.
Okay.
The first
Okay.
husband, we was young. We was
Okay.
18. Got married. thought that was the thing to do. We thought we was grown.
Okay,
His father
got
was
you.
possessive and abusive to his mother, so the genes passed on.
Or the habits, right. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
I say, listen, if you've done the work on yourself, I'm a little bit concerned by the pattern of meeting possessive men, because if you're meeting a lot of possessive men, there may be something that's going on energetically that may need to be recalibrated. So just take a
Well,
look.
no, the first one
Take a
was, but
right,
the
right, right.
second
No,
one, I was,
I'm talking about the men that you said you've been meeting since your husband
oh,
died,
okay.
that they don't want you to talk back, that your place is in the kitchen and stuff like that. So what you have to do is you have to take a look at the patterns of the people that you're dating, and just kind of get a sense for when was the first time that showed up in your life, that feeling, and then see if there's any inner work that needs to be done. And I say get with a matchmaker. Some matchmakers, you can find matchmakers that can get you in for $3,000, $5,000, and have one of them set you up with set you up with men who are vetted and whose income is verified and job verified and have background checks and stuff like that. So get with a matchmaker, and go that route, because we need to weed through the BS.
Thank you so much. That helps a lot.
All right, my dear. You have a very good evening.
And you keep doing what you're doing. I love it.
Thank you.
Continue to break things down for us because it helps me and it makes me understand more about what's going on out here in our world now.
Okay, got you. Got you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. We love you too. Bye-bye.
I love you. Bye bye.
Okay, so these are some very interesting, very, very interesting calls. Wow. All right, so we have an apple that has come in from Chigozie, sends $10 and says, "We missed you." Yeah, I missed you all too over the weekend. That's why I decided to come out today, even though I wasn't doing a topic. Thank you. I appreciate that. You on the air live with Tanya. What's your name? I need you to turn down. I'm gonna hang up if you don't turn on the TV in the background and talk on the phone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi, you're on the air live. What's your name?
Hey, Tanya. This is Rakaya. How are you?
Hey, Rakaya. Did you get your book?
Not yet. It should be here tomorrow. That's what it
Oh,
says on the tracking. So I'm
okay.
excited. I can't wait.
Okay, so welcome in. So what's up, Rakaya?
I just wanted to tell you, Tanya, I thank you so much. I followed your page before, like a couple of years ago. I saw a couple of your videos and I followed it. But this past year, I started following you and just following your self-love tips. And I just wanted to thank you because it really helped me. I came out of a very toxic and abusive relationship, and it helped me see, where I could take accountability in the things that I allowed happen, and so that I can learn from those things and not, run into those things again, and protect my heart and just love me more because I came from a very interesting background. My mother had me when she was 15, and
Oh,
she was
wow.
on drugs, and she became very promiscuous because family did not believe some secrets, and so she was not able to raise me. My father was not in my life, and so my uncle and aunt had took me in, and my uncle loved me very much, and my aunt, I believe that she loved me very much, but growing up, it wasn't shown, and so I dealt with feeling like I was in a home that I wasn't loved and validated. And when my brother came, he felt the same way. And then they adopted my sister, and we felt like she got all the love and attention and we didn't. So I felt like growing up, I made all those bad choices and I never really healed. And it wasn't until I came, started listening to your channels and started learning about self-love and self-abusing. And I realized that I was self-abusing all these years because the little girl inside of me still was trying to be validated and just wanted to be loved.
Yes.
So thank you. I just wanted to say thank you.
Well, thank you for letting me know that. I really appreciate that. Most of the comments that I get are critical comments of people telling me to stop making videos and stop talking, stop doing what I'm doing. So I really appreciate hearing from people who have had a an interaction that has benefited them from my content. So thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I love it. I absolutely just love your mind as well too. I just think that I look forward to hearing your insight. I love the topics that we talk about, and I always love looking for the teachable moment, even in the things that are hard, even when people are coming for you. I even love how you handle in the situation, because I'm like, see, this is what I'm saying. This is it just shows how to still be firm in who you are and still articulate yourself and still also respect other people, but let them know that they don't have to personalize it. And I think that, a lot of times we as humans, we just personalize everything. So
Got you, got you, got you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Rakaya. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I look forward to reading your book.
Yeah, you know what? The book is a powerful tool. So let me know the things that start taking place and unfolding in your life. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you too, Tanya.
Okay, then. Bye bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, so thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Maurice. All right, so we are past an hour. We're at 1:11 right now. And so I'm probably going to get off and maybe I'll take one last phone call, and then after that, then we're going to head out for the evening, and I'm just going to be chilling. So we shall take one more phone call, and then after that, I'm turning off the phone lines. Oh goodness. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
My name is, I want to be anonymous.
Okay, that's fine. So what shall we call you, Anonymous? Just give us a letter.
Um,
Miss A, Miss B.
you could say Miss A.
All right, Miss A. All right, so talk to us. You're on the air live. So what is your comment?
Um, well, I kind of wanted to see if maybe I could have a little bit of advice.
Okay.
I have an 8-year-old son, and right now he is with his father in another state.
Mm.
Um, the issue is his father did not send him back when he's supposed to. He took him without even telling me. Neither one of us have custody over the child, so that's an issue. And my son right now is happy to be with his dad because his dad spoils him.
Mm.
He has a car.
He has a
You
car
know,
at 8?
well, no, I mean his dad has a car, so he can get
Oh,
around. Whereas where I live at, I'm in the city, and we take public transportation.
okay.
So it's it's really bothering me because, and I don't want to feel this way, but I do feel bad because I wanted my son. We both planned him, and when we had him, we had plans on being together, staying together, getting married, and that didn't work out. So
Mm.
now he moved away. He took my son without telling me, and I'm kind of in a situation where I want him to come back, but my son does not want to come back. He's enjoying the life
How
with
long
his
has it
dad.
been since he kidnapped your child?
He's taken him since February 1st.
And what did the police say when you contacted them?
Well, because neither of us have custody, they said technically it wouldn't count as kidnapping.
How does it not count as kidnapping if neither of you have custody? How do you just take a child that you don't have custody of and it's not counted as kidnapping?
Well, I guess because of one of us would have to file for custody. One of us would have to file, and neither of us have filed. So we're both. I guess he's I don't know, a child of the state. I don't know, but neither one of us have custody. So they said that it's only kidnapping if if one of us had custody.
Okay, so first of all, your son is a child. He's not the one who makes this decision. You are a parent, and it is up to you to think about the child's future and what is going to be best for him overall. You know what I mean? So you got to get yourself a lawyer, something, because I don't know what the law is in your state, and I don't know how. So what are you going to do?
I'm in Pennsylvania, and what they're saying is that if he is with him more than 6 months, then he will be a resident of that state, and he can claim custody in that state. But he's been there since February, and I've been trying to talk to his dad and say, listen, like how you said, he's a child. He just wants to be there because you're giving him everything. That's why he wants to stay there. And when he comes here, there's rules. I'm a little bit more strict.
Listen.
Mhm.
I don't give a fuck how the father feels right now, right? He took your child across state lines, and he did not let you know that he was taking the child across state lines. What it is that he wants is null and fucking void at this point. You need to go ahead. You need to get yourself a lawyer. You need to go to the courts, and you need to go the legal route, and you need to start doing this fucking quickly, because it's already been 2 months.
Yeah.
Excuse me, it's been 3 months. We're in the 5th month now.
3 months. Yeah.
Yes. So instead of just do something. Go get yourself a lawyer. If you don't have the money for a lawyer, there are agencies that will help you.
Okay, yeah, because I just, and it's like an argument between us all the time, and I try not to call him and ask him about this, and I
Why
want to
are
go down
you
there
calling
and get
him and not the courts mandating him to show up somewhere? First of all, this is your child. This is not. If somebody took your computer to another state, I'm sure you would be concerned about the computer. This person has taken a human being to another state. Why is it that the authorities or authoritative figures and bodies are not contacting him? This is not one of those cases where you're just gonna lay the fuck back and just let life roll over you, and then you be crying and you're like, oh, look at what has happened. Now my son is a woman beater. Oh, he's out here. He got STDs at 13. No, listen. Start doing what it is that you need to do. The type of person that would take a child across state lines without telling the mother, the person who carried this human being in her body for 9 months, is not the type of person that I care for you to try to negotiate with verbally. It's been 3 months. Go to the courts. You haven't seen your child in 3 months. Go to the courts, not yesterday, do it today. What time? You said you're in Pennsylvania, so it's 6:32 right now. You need to start. Can you afford a lawyer?
No.
All right. So you need to start looking up agencies that will assist you with legal fees. Who knows of agencies that help people get lawyers for family court? Hazel says, if the child has been in your custody, you are the custodial parent. He had no right to just take your child out of your life. Lucia says, run to the court.
Yeah, I've called them, and they, every time they're always saying like, well, I would have to file for custody, and
so file for custody.
What I'm afraid of is that they would maybe give him I don't know if like partial custody, or they would give him more custody than me. I'm kind of afraid that
you have 2 options. You let him stay over there for 6 months, then become a resident of the state, and he filed for custody in the state that he's taking your child to, and you never know what could have happened. Or you take the chance and begin the custody process now and petition for joint custody. But you need to start moving, because you have 90 days left.
Yeah, because he keeps saying he's going to bring him, and then he doesn't. He's like, oh, well, we're going to come this, my birthday just passed. Oh, we're going to come for your birthday.
How many states away? How many states away is he?
He's in Illinois.
Okay, so I'm from Pennsylvania to Illinois. Let me see how long of a drive it is. How far is the drive from Penn? You got a driver's license?
Yes.
Pennsylvania to Illinois. Here we go.
Probably something like 15 or 16
It says
hours.
here it's an 11-hour drive from Pennsylvania to Illinois, but this is going into the middle of Illinois. So listen. The type of person that would take your child and doesn't care whether or not your child has seen you for 3 months, without you knowing whether or not your child is cold at night, whether or not somebody else is rubbing on his booty at night. The type of person that would take your child to another state is not the type of person that you need to have consideration for. If you haven't seen your child in 90 days, you're going to have to rent a car, go over there, file petition with the court, have them remand him to show up in person with the child. He had no right to take your child across state lines and not bring him back. Come on, not tell
And
you.
It's
Listen,
really hurting me because everybody is like, "Oh, well, he's with his dad. He's happy." Well, what's the problem? Because I wish my son father would come and get his child. Because there's such a lack of good fathers. Which I will say,
I don't
besides him
care
taking him,
about
he's a good
anybody
dad.
else's point of view. I don't
Yeah,
care.
and they're all like,
I don't
yeah,
care about anybody else's point of view. I don't care what
yeah,
they're saying. I don't care. But apparently
yeah.
you're looking for permission from other people to do what it is that you know that you need to do. Or you're just waiting for the decision to be taken out of your hand so that you could be all upset about how life is right now. I want to hear from you after you have taken the steps that you need to take. But you, this disempoweredness on the phone right now, you need to do what you need to do. Go do what you need to do and then come back to me. All right. Send me an email on tanyatko.com and click on contact. It's as simple as that, because we're not going to sit up here and wait another 3 months and be like, oh, now the decision is out of my hands. I don't know what to do.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Yeah, I definitely was not going to wait. We're finishing my job in another couple weeks, like our designation, and my next thing was to leave and to go and get him and bring him back. If I have to get on a plane, then I'll do that. I just like, I just, was trying to figure out what to do, and everybody's like, "Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, he's so happy.
I
Why
don't know
can't he
why
just
you're
be with his
telling me
dad?"
about other people right now when I have already expressed to you that I don't give a damn. Do I need to
Yeah,
use
it's
stronger
okay.
language?
No, no, no. I just can't. I just don't understand how people can say that to me. Like, I
I don't
feel what you're
understand how you
saying.
can say this to me.
No, I know what you're saying. I feel the same way, and that's what I usually say to them. Like,
Apparently, you
it
don't
doesn't
feel the
matter. He's
same
my
way.
son.
Listen, apparently you don't feel the same way because you're repeating to
Oh,
me some words about some motherfuckers I don't know and don't care about the opinion of.
I do. I do feel that way. It makes me upset when they say that to me.
Apparently not upset enough because you're repeating this to me. You need to take control of your life, because I'm wondering in how many other aspects, because this does not live in a little box by itself. There are other areas of your life that you're not taking control of, and this is a pattern for you, and this is habitual for you. The disempoweredness, the listening to other people, letting other people take control of your life, letting other people have this, have that. You have a driver's license. In 3 months, you've not rented a car and seen your child. You haven't seen your child in 3 months.
Yeah, I can't because of, where I'm at. I would lose my job, and like I said, he was saying, "Oh, we're going to come on this day." And then the day would come and then he wouldn't show up. And then, and so I'm starting to see like, okay, he's not going to come. So I'm going to have to, after this 3 weeks is over, like I'm going to go. I'm going to put in my request and I'm going to go down and get him because I can't take this anymore, and it is really hurting me.
So you have a job that you have to go to in person during the pandemic?
Yeah. Mhm. Yes, I work regular 9 to 5, well, 8 to 6. Mhm.
I listen. I don't know. I don't know. I was in college once, and I got this job at this restaurant. I've been working there. I just finished training, and a friend of mine was going to be in a play at school. And I went to the people and I said, "Listen, I need this day off, right?" And they told me I could not have that day off. Best believe I was at that play. I said, "How you can tell me what day I could have off or not off?" Talking about they don't have anybody to cover this or cover that or something. I don't remember what it is he
Yeah.
said to me, because he was talking and I already knew what I was going to do as his mouth was moving. And I was like, And I walked out and I never looked back. I went to the play to see my friend. She was
Yeah,
in two
that's the
trains.
best thing.
What was it? What was the play that was playing? It was all I remember is she was an understudy, and the person who was the main character was sick, and my friend who was the understudy was going to be in the main light. And they were singing that song. All I remember is, "If your man ain't got no money, and I say, here, take all of mine, honey." That's all I remember from the play. But I knew I wasn't at that job anymore. So I don't know. It didn't take a lot for me to quit. But
I just feel like if I quit, because if I leave, then
I'm
I
not
won't
telling you
have
to
a job.
quit. I'm not telling you to
I mean,
quit.
yeah, I mean, because if I leave right now, they're going to fire me, because there's right now we're in a part where nobody can call out. Like
Listen,
we're
listen. I'm sorry.
and
Hold
if
on,
I
hold
get
on, hold
fired,
on,
then
hold
I
on.
won't.
You you are acting like between February and now we haven't had any 3-day weekends.
Yeah, we have, but like I said, he was saying that he's going to bring him. Just the last recent time he said he would bring him was this past weekend, and he did not. So now I'm like, okay, I'm fed up with this. This is like the third time that you say you'll bring him, and you're not bringing him. So now I have to do something now, because I was giving him a chance to bring him, and I didn't want to lose my job, and then he would really have him. He would then really take custody, because now I have no income and no way to
Okay,
support
hold on.
my child.
I just did a search for 3-day weekends in the US. Okay, so here we go. 2021, February 15th was a 3-day weekend. All right. So we have only had one 3-day weekend in 2021. The first 3-day weekend was January 18th, and then January 1st was a 3-day weekend, right? Listen, I'm not telling you what it is that you need to do. I am saying that you have had opportunities to drive the 11-hour drive to at least see your child, What you need to do is you need to start taking control and realizing that you have choice and you have agency. You have made the choice not to go. You've made that choice, whether you made that choice based on what it is that he was saying or based on how it is that you were feeling. You made that choice. So please accept that you are making decisions and choices that are aiding in how the situation is going. Don't act like you don't have any power. You have some power. Because if it takes 11 hours, and I don't know which part I'm talking about, from the middle of Philly to the middle of Illinois, I mean, the middle of Pennsylvania to the middle of Illinois is an 11-hour drive. So I don't know from your particular place whether it's a shorter drive or a longer drive or whatever, but you have the ability, you have no sick days, right? So you said that you have to be. Do you have Saturday and Sunday off, at least 2 consecutive days off?
Yes, but I don't have a car. I would have to like rent one, if because I don't have my own car.
So what you're telling me is that you would want to take a bus to go out and then be dependent on Ubers or what? It doesn't cost that much
No,
money to
I
rent a
can
car for the weekend.
Yeah, I could take a car. I mean, that's what I would have to do, because I see he's not bringing him. I see that now. I gave him, this is a third chance, and he has not brought him here. So I have to do that. I realize that's what I have to do. I wasn't sure like what else I could do, but
Maybe you could
that's the
scream
only
into a
thing
pillow and start punching it.
no, I've been there, done that. But yeah, um, that's all. I guess that's all I can do because no there's no other way because so that's why I was trying to see was there
Does he pay
something
child
else
support?
that I
Someone is asking.
no we never went down that route.
It's about
um
time you got the courts involved in this situation. Look, what's the purpose of working if you can't afford a car? What's the purpose of working if you cannot use some of the money towards a lawyer? What's the purpose of working if you don't have money? What's the purpose
yeah
of working a job that is forcing you, or that you decide that you would rather work that job than live your life? I mean, I don't know what's going on. This must be a great job. If you, I don't understand. I just don't understand.
it's okay, it's a pretty okay job. I got my asking price, so and I am doing what I like to do. But it's just these last 3 weeks because we're going through like a pre-designation, and so I can't leave while we're going through this. But it'll be over in 3 weeks. We'll get our we'll
When did
get
he take
everything.
your child to
February 1st.
so the 1st of February. All right.
And he tricked me because his sister asked, "Can my son spend a night?" And I said, "Okay, sure." He goes to spend a night, and next thing you know, he is gone. And his sister is acting like, "Oh, I didn't know that he would take him." And I'm sure she knew because they're close like that.
What reason does he have that he would do something like this? February 1st is a Monday, right? 2
Mhm.
weeks later was the 3-day weekend.
Yeah, and that's when yeah.
Why
So
is
I
it that
asked
you
him
didn't get your
why.
child during that 3-day weekend?
Because he said, "Well, I'm." That was the first time. He said, "Well, we're going to go to, they were going to go to another state and just for like a vacation, and then they were going to come back." Then he said, "This is the date we're coming back, and that date I'll bring him." And I'm like,
In
"Okay."
what areas of your life are you feeling disempowered? I need you to tell me in what other areas, because in what other areas are you feeling disempowered? So we have work, where you say that your job is forcing you. You say this guy, where you say that the guy and his sister, quote unquote, tricked you. Then you have, in what other areas are you disempowered? So we have work, um, family, your relationship with this guy, you're feeling disempowered. In what other areas are you feeling disempowered? Like people are forcing you to do things, or you can't do something, or you're being stopped by
I don't,
people.
I don't know, cause I'm not dating anyone right now, so
You
I
have a
don't know.
relationship with him. You have a
With my,
relationship. Yes.
yeah,
You have a
yeah, and I.
relationship with him. And
Mhm.
in this relationship, you're feeling disempowered. So probably you don't realize the other areas in your life that you're acting in a disempowered way. So let me ask you another question. How often during the week do you feel like people are forcing you to do something, or people are tricking you, or people are taking advantage of you? And what other times during this week have you felt tricked and taken advantage of?
Not not really any other time because that's mostly I work, and when I'm with my son, we spend time together when he's with me. But other than that, I don't really do much. Especially with the pandemic, I don't really go too many places. I visit my mom, my sisters, and that's about it. But
What about with your mother then? How is the relationship? Are you feeling disempowered, tricked, taken advantage of, like you don't have a choice, like other people are making choices for you?
no, I wouldn't say that. No, I don't really.
Okay.
Me and my mom have a pretty good relationship.
And what has your mother said about this situation?
She's one of those people. A lot of people are saying, well, he's happy. He's with his dad. Well, why can't it? I mean, of course, I do want him to have a relationship with his dad,
What was the
but just
relationship
don't
like
take
before he
him.
took your child to another state?
he's a good dad, and he mostly stayed with me. My son stayed with me, and his dad would visit. He would come to visit.
Wait, hold on. My
Um,
earpiece fell out. Say that again. How often was he visiting before?
he would visit like once a month. He would come and stay like the weekend, and visit and stay with him for the weekend.
And what reason did he give you on February 1st or February 2nd when you realized that he was not coming back?
Oh, he said, I told you I was taking him. And I said, no, you did not. You did not tell me you were taking him. You
right.
asked me, can I come and get him? And I said, I don't think that this is the right time. And I told him that he has to file for custody because I already know that he does not.
And he was not paying child support. You know that this man is a liar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Listen, dear, do what it is that you need to do to take control of your life or not. It's really up to you. You can continue to let things go the way that they're going, or you could take control of them. It's simple. You have a choice. Take control of it or not. Take control of it or not.
Yeah, I agree, and I am going to take control of it. That, like, I wasn't sure if maybe there was something else that I could do. That's why I was like,
like what? Besides rolling up there with some of your male cousins and having this man beat down and you possibly arrested. What else?
No, I mean, yeah, I don't want to bring that drama. I don't want that drama. But yeah, I mean, because I was thinking about
you don't know what your child is eating. You don't know where your child is sleeping. You have not seen your child in 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, I do talk to
You don't know who's in the house with him. You don't know who's babysitting him. You don't know what is going on with your child. How is he sleeping? How is he waking? What is he wearing? What is he eating? Who's around your child? You don't know these things. You have never seen the home that your son is residing in right now.
Yeah, I have not seen it personally. I talk to him sometimes. Unfortunately, his dad does not. When he's with me, I always say, hey, did you talk to your dad? Call your dad. But when he's with his dad, he never says, hey, call your mom. Did you talk to your mom? So days will go by, and I won't hear from him because he's distracted him with so many different fun things.
I'm not going to listen to your excuses. I'm sorry. I'm not going to listen to your excuses.
I'm not trying to excuse it.
I made a very clear statement. You don't know, you have not seen the home that your child has been residing in for 3 months. You have not seen your child physically for 3 months. You don't know who else is in that home, how your child is sleeping, or what your child is eating. And then you start telling me some story about when he's with me, I say, have you called your dad? But now, listen, that is irrelevant. I'm making it's like you are constantly going back into this victim mode. Well, I did this.
Call him.
I did.
Do speak to him.
Have you seen your child in 3 months?
Physically, I have not seen him.
You have not physically seen your child in 3 months. You have not seen with your eyes where your child is. Do you know how your child is sleeping at night? Do you know who is in that home? Do you know who is watching your son? Have you met any of these people who are interacting with your child? And you said your child is 8?
Yes.
Your child cannot fend for himself.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know everything that's going on. I do stay in contact with him. I video chat him. So I do see what the area that he does live in, and I do know that his father is not a nasty, dirty person. But I don't know. There are some things I don't know. I don't know who else is in our home.
Your child right now is with a man who did not consider you before taking a human being that you carried in your body for 9 months to another state, 11 hours away. When he was driving those 11 hours, he did not once stop and give you any updates on how the trip was going, but instead told you once he was there, oh, I told you I was taking him. He didn't get any packing bag, any school supplies. He didn't get any of this stuff. And you're sitting here on the phone with me for half an hour at least. I know we've been on the phone for half an hour. Let me take a look and see. Yep, half an hour. You've been on the phone with me for half an hour. You've not seen your baby in 3 months.
Yeah, I was just trying to see, because I know I felt like I am right how I feel. I'm right, but and that's why I wanted to call in, because I'm like, this is crazy.
Do you
that
need
everybody is feeling
me?
this way.
I'm a stranger to you. I am a stranger to you. Do
In a
you
way.
need me? Do you need me to tell you that you as a mother need to see your child? You need me to tell you that you need to
No.
physically see how your child is sleeping at night. Is he crying for you? Is he warm enough? What type of food is your baby eating? Who is
Yeah,
around your son at night? Who's watching him?
Yeah, I know. I just, sometimes we just need, like, the extra support, because, like I said, I don't have it here. When I tell people what's going on, they're like, "Oh, what's the problem? He's with his dad," So I just needed an extra support to just tell me that what I already feel is that's how I really feel, and I know that what I feel is right, and I want to go and get him. I want to go and get him.
Not no want. Take those tears
I'm
and
going to
suck
go and
those
get him.
tears back up
The
into
tears
your
don't mean
eyes.
anything. I cry a lot. It
Okay.
doesn't mean anything at all.
Take them and
That's
hone
the
in
natural
on that feeling and do what it is that you need to do to reunite with your child. Whatever it is that you need to do.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
I'm gonna do it.
All right. Today is Monday. We're giving you 2 days and we want to hear an update, okay?
Okay. I am. All right. I'll make
I want it. Today is Monday. It's already close of business. So tomorrow, do whatever it is that you need to do, however it is that you need to call and get whatever information it is that you need to get the ball rolling.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I've already.
Because by Wednesday, we want to hear back from you about how this situation has unfolded.
Okay, but I put in my weeks already, so in 3 weeks, that's the time that I can take, because if I leave now, then I will.
Nobody is asking you to leave. What are you talking about? You need to go to the courts. You need to go to. What are you going to kidnap him back so that the boy is crying in the car talking about, I want to go back home with this cake and ice cream? Huh?
Right, and that's what I was trying to get advice, because I don't want to hurt my son and make him upset and mad at me, even though, yes,
he is a child.
Parent. Yes, that's correct. I am his parent, and I am the one that is going to prepare him and make him, you know what I'm saying, take care of him. But the thing is that I don't want a resentment from him where he hates me because I took him from this cushy, great La La Land place that he doesn't know yet. Until he gets older, he'll realize that his mom did this for a reason.
Your child will be upset with you if you take away their iPad. So, I mean, what's in the best interest of the child?
Yeah, I know, but and his dad, I know that, yeah, he's a liar and he's no good to me, but he doesn't care about me, but he does a lot for his child.
Let me tell you something. No man give a fuck about a baby if he doesn't feel that baby needs to be able to have a relationship with their mother and see their mother. He doesn't give a fuck about that boy. This man is probably some sort of narcissist. You need to look up what narcissistic tendencies are like. And this boy is probably a pawn for him to have some sort of power over you in this world and act like the victim.
Yeah. And
so
that's why I don't want him there.
Listen, honey, Wednesday, we're expecting an update.
Okay. All right. I'll be calling in the morning.
All right. Wednesday, 5/5. That's May 5th. We're expecting an update.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Tanya.
All right. Bye-bye. Have a great day. And I was only hollering because I just want to get my point across. We all love you very much, and we are on your side. We're actually on the side of the child, but you need to be on your side. You need to be on your side.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Wednesday, 5/5.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. So all right. Well, thank you all for coming out. I really appreciate that. We have some apples that have come through, so I'm just going to read the apples real quick. And I appreciate all of you being here and sending information. If you are watching this broadcast after we're live, if you know of any resources or support groups that can help a mother like this so that she can be able to talk to people who care about what it is that she's going through and can offer information, knowledge, and support. Because see, I ain't too right sometimes when I get angry. Cause I ain't too right sometimes. Everybody is different, you know, and people attract certain relationships into their life and these people know what it is that they can and cannot do. Because I'm not going to say anything, because there would have been a baseball bat broken across this man's door, because there's certain types of things you just don't do. You don't do. There's certain things you just don't do. And I don't play these types of games. I don't play these types of games. Oh, there's a lot of apples that have come through. Let me pull them up on the screen. I'm sorry. I just listen. I ain't. Oh, my thing is disconnected. How? Give me 1 second. I need to reconnect my screen. I don't know how it got disconnected, but I'm going to read the apples for you all in a moment. I'm sorry. I don't like people using children as pawns. Children are innocent. And at the end of the day, we need to do what is in the best interest of the child. A child is not going to be raising themselves. And if you are a parent and not that child's friend, you understand that sometimes your child is not going to like you. But at the end of the day, which would you rather? Would you have a child that likes you and is all happy with you and their life is going down the tubes? Or a child that can't stand you? And like I was telling my niece over the weekend, right? I was telling my niece over the weekend about when I was young and I used to grow lima beans. And when you take the lima beans, when it's young and soft, you could spiral it around. You could spiral it around the fence or a pole or whatever, because it's bendable. But when that stalk is mature, and I said, listen, it is our job to make sure that we do what it is that we need to do, that while you're young and bendable, that we protect you and guide you, because they're not going to like you. If your children like you all of the time, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong, I'm telling you, because raising a child and being a child's friend are very different things. Very, very different things. Okay. So we got $3 from Angie that says, just wanted to say hi, I'm a newbie. Welcome in, Angie. Welcome. We appreciate that. We have Ashley who sends $5 and says, Google search Bar Association legal aid. So Mrs. A, who was on the line with us, Google Bar Association legal aid, okay? And get these people who can do some pro bono work for you. Shamia sends $5 and says she needs to file paperwork and get her son. Absolutely. Absolutely. Does anybody know of a support group on Facebook or online that she can go to where she can find people who can support her? Judge sends $10 and says blessing. Yes, thank you, Judge. We appreciate that. Lavinia sends $2 and says, does she have the means to care for her child? She has a job. She has a job. She said it's an all right job and she got her asking price. So Deirdre sends $5 and says, too many excuses from me. Girl, go get your child. WTF. Listen, you know, the thing about it is that people sometimes they just don't see. They don't see. They don't see. They don't see their own patterns. We have a blind spot when it comes to ourselves. Lisa sends $2 and says for support. Thank you, $2. Thank you, Lisa. We appreciate that. Thank you. Ebony sends 444 and says self-love lesson here. Get a backbone. You know, the only thing is that we all, listen, we all have blind spots. Marie sends $5 and says, get addressed, do 911 welfare check ASAP. Listen. Thank you. Absolutely. I mean, this is not a joke. This is not a game. This is a human being who has, come on. It's like in this life, sometimes we have to fight. Sometimes we got to fight. Sometimes we got to do what it is that we need to do to stand up and be heard. Sometimes we got to do what we need to do. It's uncomfortable, it's inconvenient, it's unfortunate, but sometimes you got to stand up and do what you need to do. All right, so listen, let me jump out of here. I appreciate all of you coming out. I did not expect to stay on here for almost 2 hours. Lavinia sends $1 and says, means are more than finances. Yes, listen. If she is saying that if she quits her job, that she won't be able to, that it's going to be, that means she probably doesn't have savings. And this is a situation he needed to be on child support. He needed to be on child support from years ago. If he's inconsistent, not really taking care of the child, not showing up, seeing the child only once a month, he needed to be on court-ordered child support, and all of that stuff could have been taken care of a long time ago, but that's the past. We got to work from where it is that we are now, and we got to start, because you think, let me ask you all a question. If you think that he will hesitate to file for custody, if you think he will hesitate, put up the number 3. If you think he will not file, put up the number 3. If you are for certain with every fiber in your being from what it is that you've heard, that on that 180th day, that the paperwork is already filled out and just needing to be submitted, if you think that that is the case, put up the 4. Put up a 4. Me, I'm going to put up my vote. It's a 4 for me. I personally feel that he will. Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry. My vote is a 3. I'm sorry. No, this is the same thing. I'm sorry. Let's do the vote again. I'm sorry. I messed up the numbers. I need to eat. I'm sorry. I messed up the numbers. I need to eat. Let's use 5 and 6 again. If you think that he is going to be benevolent and caring and that he is not going to file for custody, put up the number 5. If you think he's going to be caring and be like, oh no, this, that, and other, put up the number 5. If you think that on that 180th day, that he is going to go and get that paperwork that is probably already filled out and just needing to be slid over to the clerk, put up a 666. Put up that 6. So we're doing 5 and 6 now. Sorry, we're doing new numbers. All right. So we have 6s. People think that he will not care, that he will not care about what it is that you're going through and feeling and all this other stuff, that he will go and file that paperwork with the quickness. He will not care. The reason why I said 666 is because I feel that this man is devilish. I feel that he is devilish. He doesn't care about her. But yeah, the number is 6. You could do 6, 666, 666, 666. Oh my goodness, Tori. Listen, exactly. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Oh, Miss Pink Secrets feels that he's going to do the right thing. Cassie feels he's going to do the right thing. And so does NKM. Okay, well, we'll see. Kick in the door, waving the foot. Oh, wait, that's chopping off hot dogs. Child, listen. Oh, okay. So Pinky feels that he could be doing this just to hurt you, but that he doesn't really want custody. Got you. All right. Got you. Felicia says the devil incarnate. Absolutely. And on that note, I'm going to check the apples real quick. And there are no more apples. I'm going to jump off of here. I will see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I'm out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, what? love yourself. And part of loving yourself is living this life. Live your life. If there's a celebrity you have a crush on, do what it is that you need to do to meet the celebrity. What were some of the other calls that we had today? That was one. The other one, if you are constantly meeting the same type of person in different bodies, do some inner work and do the things that you need to do. Instead of just trying to say everybody else is wrong, there's a reason why you're attracting these people into your life. Do the inner work, right? Then also, the self-love lesson in the last phone call is sometimes we gotta fight. Sometimes we have to stand up for what it is that we know in our heart, despite what other people are saying around us. When I wanted to close my business, everyone told me no. They were like, no, you're making so much money. You're doing this, you're doing that. You could do so much. You could do this and another. And I closed it because it was the right thing for me to do, to close. I had to listen to myself because I was never happy until I went and I did what I needed to do. All right. So we have Takora sends 444 and says, too many excuses. A lazy mom. She's tired already. Well, she is disempowered. And Judge sends $5 and says, emergency petition in PA. The same day will be seen. Oh, wow. Well, listen, if you're still listening, Mrs. A, emergency petition. Same day you'll get seen. File an emergency injunction. I don't know all of the court terms, but this is what I'm saying. So listen, I will see you all in the next video. I'm out of here. Peace. And if you send the apples, oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you all. If you send the cash apples after I'm off, I will send an emoji back to you after I'm off. If you want to sign up for text notification, make sure that let me see if anybody's signed up since we've been on air. The link is not in the description. I need to start adding it to the description. It's TanyaTKO.com and then click on text. So we had one person sign up. Let me refresh. Looks like we had one person sign up while we were on air, even though I didn't advertise it, which is good. Oh, we had a few people sign up. We had Felicia with a PH. We had LaShonda and Denita who signed up this evening while we were on air. So thank you. And then Angela, Aletha, Sky, and John J signed up a little earlier in the day. Plus Thelma, Justin, and somebody who's calling themselves Residential. That's not a name. I'm at the right to you. And Jessica, Amber, Aurora, Julene, Sonia, all people who signed up today. So thank you all so much. I will see you all in the next video. And just keep your head held high. Sometimes you got to fight. There was this song of this man, the coward in the county. Something, something, the coward of the county. Something, 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 something. And he said, sometimes you gotta fight to be a man. If your parents listen to country, then you might know that song. My father loves country, like many Caribbean people do. Sometimes you gotta fight to be a man. Sometimes you gotta fight to be a woman. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.